Hey viewers, this is Chase, and this is my ninth tutorial on Java Basics. I don't know where the third came from. And in this tutorial, we're going to go over Arraylist and multi-dimensional arrays. And despite the fact that I said Arraylist first, we're actually going to do multi-dimensional arrays first, because you already kind of know how to use an array. And so just to do it, it's just like a single dimension array, except that you have to put two sets of brackets on it. So we're just going to do a small one of size 2 and 2, and then we're going to be like, and basically what you can do, I don't complete my sentences all the time, do I, is you can just access it. It's basically the same, except it's more like a grid, you know. So now I can be like, hey, this is counting in binary. That's cool. That's actually really cool. Sorry, I'm a nerd, but actually this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3 in binary. And that's actually really cool. Would that work for... It would work as long as the size... Sorry, yeah. I'm gonna stop. Okay, it would work... If I made this like 10, you would still be counting in binary. Because you would... No, you wouldn't. Nope. So this is as far as it counts in binary. Nerd moment. Anyways, so we've done that, and now if we wanted to do an enhanced for loop for this, you'd get an error here, because the way it works is you can actually just do like system.out.println, and then do nums 0, but what that's going to print is it's going to print the array. So that is basically just the Java pointer identification ID, whatever you want to call it, for that array. So instead of getting an actual index, we basically got all of the slots for the 0. So basically we got these two in a form of an array, if that makes any amount of sense whatsoever. And so to get each index, we'd have to do int b a. And so this just gets all of the arrays, and then this gets all of the parts of the arrays. And when we print this out, we get each number in it. So we get 0, 1, 2, 3, which is terrific. And we're going to make this a little bigger just for fun, and then we'll just set. Now, since I want to set the values, I can't use an enhanced for loop, and what I want to do is set values. Just thought I'd specify. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set them to a random number, just for fun, and then we're going to change the way it prints it out so that it prints it kind of as a grid. And so just to start, let's do this. Right. So int a equals 0. We're just going to count, and we're going to start at 0, and we're going to say, well, a is less than nums.length a plus plus. So it just counts however big nums is, and then we're going to have another loop, b equals 0, and b is less than nums dot, or a dot, what am I thinking? Oh yeah, nums 0 dot length. And the reason we do this is I could have like a 6 here, and basically when I use this, that gets me a little array, and so that array is going to have a length of 6. So it's a two-dimensional array is an array of arrays, and so it's just going to give me an array of 6 in this instance. My apologies, I'm slightly brain dead when I'm making this video. I'm going to have to survive. I'm normally pretty brain dead, but I'm abnormally brain dead in this instance. Ran.next int. And we're going to do from 0 to 10, or 9. And, yeah, see? More brain deadness. Nums a b equals that. What's your problem? Right. 10. There we go. And so now if we do this, it's just going to do a bunch of random numbers, but I want to change the format so it kind of prints it in a grid. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this, and we'll do a system. Perfect. And so now what it does is, you can't quite see it all, it did this. So it's just, if you notice, it's 6 long and 8 down. So that's what our big array had. And we could do that. So now it looks more square because numbers are taller. And that's that. So yeah, that's how you use two-dimensional arrays. And wasted a lot of time on that. So that's fun and dandy. Now we're going to go over array lists. So let's just comment all of this out and go over what an array list is. I like array lists better than arrays. I use them a lot more. Array list, and you have to say what type of list it is. So basically, you can have an array list of any type. Same with arrays. You can do a boolean or whatever you want. We'll do boolean here just for fun. Equals, or we have to name it. Array list equals new array list of type boolean, and you have to put parentheses. And now, right, when you're saying the type, you actually have to write out and capitalize the word. And we're still getting an error because I haven't imported it. It's under java.util, but I'm going to use Control-Shift-O, and Eclipse is going to be awesome and import it for me. And or you could have just typed it out like that. And so we've done that, and we have array list boolean list equals new array list boolean. That's just a list of booleans. So we can do now list.add true, list.add false, and basically, instead of having to say how long it is, you can have an infinite list. Well, you know, besides like the fact that you'll take up your computer storage space and stuff, but you wouldn't want to store a trillion long variables or something. I don't know. Point is though, here we go, list. We added, and so if we do a for loop, it works for array lists. We can do for boolean a list, and I just did something fancy that programmers don't really normally use. You can, but for the most part people just put in brackets anyways. But basically, if you don't put brackets after a for or an if or any of those things, it just says, okay, well, the next line is what we're going to do. So this is all that happens in my for loop. And if you notice, let's move this up a little, it said true and false. And also, you could also do this, list.add true. And so now it would be true, false, true, right? But I can do this, or is it? There we go. So now it's going to be true, true, false, because I'm adding this to the first spot in my array. And so if we run it, it goes true, true, false, if you notice. And so this has been a long video. You can also do size. Where's size? Size right here. That's how you get the length. You don't use length like you do on an array. And you can also do a sublist. So if I had a really long list and I just wanted to get all of the objects from the first spot to the 10th, you could do that. You can also get an array out of it, and just you know, just all that fun stuff. Okay, sorry. I just wondered what that was. Anyways, yeah, so that's how you use those two things. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time in our last video. We're going to go over methods, which are epic. So yeah, see you next time.